I've been exactly where you are right now. An empty inbox, no new notifications, your PayPal balance, zero, and nobody cares about your Google form. But then you think, well, I did everything right. Or did you? Well, maybe you were misguided, friend, and that's why your art commissions failed, because nobody told you this. Let me ask you, can you even spot bad commission advice? Do you know how to spot a bad advisor for your art commissions? Let me help you. Does the person giving you advice have 5 to 6 digits in their social media followings? Because if so, that doesn't work for you. That doesn't work for the unpopular artists. Are they themselves using a commission sheet? Gotta be honest with you again, friends. Nobody with respectable, good wages is using one of these things. Are they being sponsored? Because if so, then they're just trying to sell you on their platform because that is the nature of their business agreement. Or here's another big one too. Have you ever checked out what their actual pricing is? I can't tell you how many times I've watched videos from these super popular artists that have much larger followings than my own. And then I go and I look at their pricing and I realize, oh my God, they're a cheap artist. Now I tell you all this, friend, because I want you to really scrutinize the advice that you're getting so that you're actually going to follow somebody that's been in your shoes, that knows how to get past your current obstacles right now. And those things I just mentioned, those are the biggies. So artists, beware of your messenger and this too. Have you ever noticed that literally every other artist out there tells you the same song and dance, the same exact story to grow your following? You ever hear this one before? Well, friends, I got big news for you on this one. The bank of popularity has gone under. And those appreciation bucks, they're not worth a thing. They're not helping you pay your bills, are they? If you're following this popularity model, I just want to ask you, are you trying to grow a business or are you trying to grow your ego? Because you can't do both. This is why the purpose of my channel is to give you actual actionable content. This is why you will not find a single YouTuber that puts out as much content about actionable advice so that you can start to gain commissions, because this is exactly what I did. This is how I built my business, and you can do it too. Anybody can do this. There's nothing special about it. So if you tried to follow the popularity model to get more clients, and instead what'd you get? You got more lurkers. You got people that just want to view your stuff and show appreciation, not pay you for your artwork, then that's probably why your art business failed. So artists, we need to ignore this broken model and this too. Hey, have you ever caught yourself saying that you don't like to advertise yourself, you don't like to market yourself, you're afraid of being too salesy, something to that effect? Can I just be honest with you though? You're lying to yourself by saying that. What you're actually afraid of is rejection. You're actually just afraid that no one will buy from you, that you're going to waste your time, your efforts aren't going to be fruitful, you're afraid that you won't make money, and most importantly, you're afraid that you're going to fail as an artist. That's the real fear there. You're also really just afraid of this reinforcing the opinions of people like your family, your spouses, your friends, basically anybody that's in your life right now telling you that you might not make it, that it's risky. Hey, did I just enter your head there? Well, that's because I've been there with you, friend. I've experienced this with you too. And it's because of that that I know exactly how you feel, and you're really just afraid to take action. You're afraid to take those steps. Don't focus on what won't happen, because you'll make excuses to make sure that you self-sabotage yourself. See how that works? Instead, focus on the opportunity. You know, you proving to yourself is, I think, the most gratifying part of being an artist. And that's what I want you to really focus on, because that will big time help you out the next time you start your art commissions. But also, y'all, don't be afraid of this. Y'all, you might have heard somebody tell you that the market is oversaturated. Look, what does that even mean? Can I ask you this? If you think that the market is oversaturated with art, how is it possible then that if we apply this to something outside of art, that I can have $5 Dollar Generals within 10 minutes of my house? Well, because there's enough people that apparently want the Dollar General around, even though I think it's obnoxious. Let's put it like this, right? How many people are on Earth? There are 8 billion people, y'all. You don't need 8 billion clients. You're not Jeff Bezos. What do you need? Most people just want 2 to 10 a month. That's it. And you'll be happy as a clam, right? You can do that. Anyone can do that. Doesn't that seem more manageable? You're not trying to get everybody. You're trying to get specific clients. That's all you have to do. So no, the market is not oversaturated. In fact, though, this issue is oversaturating the marketplace. For some of you watching this, I just want to ask you this. How is it that you're pricing less for your art than an unskilled McDonald's laborer? How does that make sense? How is that justifiable? And how does that make you feel, by the way, too? Every once in a while, I see people who are bragging about the fact that they get like 10 to 20 commissions at $10 to $20 a month. Y'all, that's not a brag. That's foolish. That's a bad business practice. To put it another way, okay, you can make $1 with 10 dimes, or you can make $1 with 2 half dollars. Which way would you like to be for art? If you want to charge $10 to $20, think of all of the commissions you got to make just to make a couple $100. Versus if you're charging more for it, you can do the same thing, but with less. If you've tried to open art commissions before, I can guarantee you that undercharging is the reason why your business failed. Why? Because you felt underappreciated, you felt undervalued, and you knew that it was not a worthwhile investment of your time. Am I right? So what goes into this? How do you break this, right? The first thing you have to do is you have to get out of your own wallet. You just have to stop. Why do you feel bad charging more money for your artwork? Y'all, I just want to let you know this. Cheap clients don't feel bad for taking advantage of you. Have you ever thought about that? Look, friend, you are not your client, but it is your fault for attracting the clients that you're working with right now. Honestly, if you charge like a chump, you will get treated like a chump. You will be disrespected, you will be commodified, and people won't really enjoy working with you because you're attracting the worst, lowest level clients. And look, I get really mad about this topic, but I want you to understand, it comes from a place not of like me feeling like I'm superior and greater than, but it's because I'm sad for you. I'm sad for artists. I hate seeing artists taken advantage of. It's not right and it's not fair, but it is what happens way too often, and it is the reason why people fail at art commissions first and foremost. That's the reason why. So the next time that you start your art commissions, start bumping up your pricing. You'll start to attract better clients. Even if you attract less clients, it still gets you to where you want to be. Also, make sure you're not getting taken advantage of by these. Y'all, can we please stop making commission websites? Like seriously, can we shut them all down, please? Because they are not working for anybody. All of these sites like Fiverr, Upwork, Artisan Clients, and more, y'all, all they do is they promote cheap art. Literally, Artisan Clients has a button on their front page of their website, the last time I looked at it, that brings you straight to the value artist. Y'all, why are we trying to get on these places? It's just worthless. These cheap client farms are the worst places that you can go. What this essentially does is it forces you to fit your pricing into what everybody else is doing, and it decimates your ability to scale your business and scale your pricing like you naturally should. Doesn't that make sense? You're literally being led to the artistic slaughter for your art business. And oh Lord, look at that. Now there's a new player. Have you ever heard of Artistry? I've seen so many other YouTubers get promoted by these people. But listen, here's another cheap client farm, and let me tell you why. This site's major claim is that the artists don't pay the fee on the websites, the clients do. But y'all, all this does is it will dissuade high-paying clients. Who couldn't have guessed that? So the clients that want to pay, $20 to $50, they're not going to mind that little tiny fee. But for clients that want to pay $500, it's going to be a big, massive fee. See how that works? It just doesn't make sense. Shut down the cheap client farms, please. The next time that you start art commissions, get off these cheap client farms, and also these ones too. So now that you know better practices and things to avoid, you're asking yourself this right now, hey, where do I go, Sean? Where's a good place for me to actually find good clients that will pay respectable sums of money? Well, friend, I got an entire guide for you on where not to go and to go, and you're gonna find it right here.